I know this guy's name's Jonas. I said, yeah, that's the guy that was swallowed by the whale, right? And Micah goes, no. He dated Taylor Swift for a while. And Colby goes, no, that's Jonah. You're talking about the guy who betrayed Jesus. I go, no, that's Judas. Jonas built the ark, right? He goes, oh, that's Jonah. I think you're talking about the guy that had the magic beanstalk.
And we're recording, by the way.
Oh, we are?
Eat dork in this room.
Biblical lore, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to Boss Bros. This is the shadow of Ratchet and Clank.
Welcome back to our Banjo and Kazooie knockoff.
I hate you.
If you're wondering, why one of us sounds a little clearer than the other, because we have a new lapel mic that we're trying out. We'll see how it takes. We put it on me because I whined and cried about it, so we did it. And my voice is going to get picked up by either microphone anyway.
Every microphone.
Every microphone in this room would pick me up, so.
Oh, man.
So that means you have a man voice, Randall. And I didn't even have to shave lines into the side of my head.
That's what happens whenever you're an asshole.
You know, I just realized something. When I look at you sometimes, you look like a cherub that grew up.
Friendly fire will not be tolerated.
There are so many balls in this room that are going to get busted today.
Oh, you sucking?
Oh, no. I didn't say I was going to get you to bust.
Oh.
I said I was going to bust your balls.
Oh. Gabe is leaving. And he's coming back.
Gabe has decided
he's handing Randy a Christmas ornament.
Here's the only ball you're allowed to bust. Or capable of doing so.
You want to find out, punk?
Randy's like, I will ride you, cowgirl. What happened? You hit his cat? Man, you can't. I can't believe you would do that.
Dog, shut up.
Animal abuse on top
of
a long list
not
of crimes.
I hate you.
I hate you too.
Let's get back.
But yeah. That's essentially how it goes. I hate you, you hate me, let's get married.
It makes me think of that, there's this bit, it's like this therapy gecko dude, and he's like, yeah, my job, he's like, got this guy calling in, he's like, yeah, at my job, we get benefits for being married, so me and my best friend, we got married, and he goes, well, do you love him? Like, yeah, I mean, he's my friend. I love him to death. I'd die for him. He goes, then, sir, you have committed no marriage fraud. You and your best friend are married. He goes, we kiss each other, too. It was just really weird. Like, it was just, for a moment, it was just like, okay, not anymore.
Speaking of geckos, did you see that they're bringing back the caveman commercials for Geico?
Really?
Yeah, they brought back.
Oh, that's awesome.
They brought back the caveman commercials. But here's the thing: he's they're
It's the same guy?
It's the same guy. Looks like same actor. Looks like, but it's one of those things where he doesn't like the commercials because they made it he's one of those guys he got his fame off the commercials, but he doesn't like them. He doesn't enjoy them or whatever. And there's just one bit I saw, I was watching a football game and they had it on, and he's like him and his wife are excited to see the new documentary. He thinks the documentary is about him, right? It's the new Geico documentary. It's about the caveman. Well, then they're showing a bunch of clips, and they show his clip where he talks, and I guess he assumed he was talking about himself or whatever, and then it cuts and it said tune in next week to see the beautiful documentary about the man who changed it all, the Geico Gecko, and then he just gets up and he walks away from the TV, and his wife, they're sitting there with popcorn like they were ready to watch. It was hilarious. He's got PTSD or something. It was really cool. That's awesome. See now, you know what they need to do? They need to bring back can switching to Geico save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Does a woodchuck chuck wood? Hey, you woodchucks! Quit chucking my wood!
Does a drill sergeant make a good therapist?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's why the color yellow makes me sad.
You almost bungled that.
I got it. I'm good.
All right, so are we gonna spend the entire episode doing a boss fight this time?
No, it shouldn't.
All right.
Successfully evaded all of those bombs.
Those are bombs.
Yes. Those are the equivalent of the Crash Bandicoot like TNT crates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Except
We're alien bombs.
except they're just red instead of just actually saying TNT on them.
Yeah.
Oh, these aren't pies. These are made in a bomb factory.
They're bombs.
They're bombs. Dude, okay. Have you seen that the NFL has started having Nickelodeon characters call football games now?
Well,
Like, they had Patrick Star and SpongeBob calling the Super Bowl.
so they had a Super Bowl, a halftime Super Bowl thing for Paramount Plus,
Yeah.
which probably is a good thing, is a good reasoning behind this. But I meant to send it to Gabe for him to look at. They had like Creed on it.
Let's go there.
Well, no, like the whole thing was that they were trying to get a grappling hook to get higher up the mountain,
Yeah.
and the way to do that was they threw Hey Arnold.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. They throw him like a football.
Yeah. It just, I don't know, it was funny to me.
Does it Patrick Stewart throw him?
Patrick Stewart
Yeah.
throws him, he puts on like an old rugby outfit and he throws him. Alright, so I need to figure out where this is going to be. It's not going to interfere with this stuff. So you can go there, and you can go there. I don't think I've tried you there. We'll put you there. Turn you on, put you there.
Hey, yo.
Turn you on, put you there. Okay, now you're blocking those. Which means you probably go there. You block those. Right? You should like to suck on my nuts.
Why don't you,
Whatever.
why don't you...
Nope.
Oh, you just... Oh, there's an auto hack?
Yeah, you don't get the bolts or anything from it. It just...
Oh, nuts and bolts?
I'm not delving into it.
Like, bitch, we can sue you
Shut
nuts
up.
and bolts.
Shut up. Shut up. I can move now. Okay. Cool. Oh. I can blow these.
Oh.
I can blow. I can blow these out.
I can blow these. Up.
Up.
I thought up.
I don't know, man. This year's delete of Dark Souls is looking weird.
I know, dude. This is a weird Dark Souls game.
I need to open hollow cards.
I love opening hollow cards.
I do. I do love opening hollow cards.
All right.
How many Rhino cards?
Show
do we
me Exodia.
have? Well, our Exodia is still missing 3 pieces.
Did we ever tell them about the Exodia I got that you were mad about?
So there's a tin that they released that I was actually trying to get you to hop in on at some point, because it has a bunch of main character cards. And the tin, it comes with a promo card that is a quarter-century rare of particular cards. I pulled this one. The first one that Gabe pulled was this one, but he gave it to Raven. And then he bought another one and pulled the Head of Exodia.
Okay.
The quarter century.
The quarter-century rare Head of Exodia, which I have been looking for forever. Because the one that I pulled was stupid freaking Utopia Xyz monster that no one uses. So yeah, if you're gonna sit here and comment and tell me that you use Utopia, you can suck off because you do not. You're lying to yourself if you think you use Utopia.
Are you talking to me? Or are you talking
No,
to...
I'm talking to viewers.
Oh, you're talking to them out there?
Yeah,
All 13 of them. Got it.
148 actually.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
We're doing good.
You know what we really need to do? We need
You know
to...
what's getting more views than what we're doing right now?
53 was
What?
Me and my fiance playing Epic Mickey 2.
Yeah. You know what we really should do, though?
Hmm.
We should play Rebellion again. That really got us a lot of views.
You know what else you can do?
What?
Lick my taint.
I'm good.
You know, honestly, if we could get a better camera position right above.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, no.
You do it
There's
much better.
there's a mount there's a mount for like tables that I want to get that would help with that.
I want to get a cam. I want to call it the tear cam and just put it on Randy's face, and anytime he cries, just catch a tear falling down his cheek.
A single man tear.
A single man tear.
You know what's gonna happen? One day you're gonna get old and you're gonna fall and you're gonna see my fall.
Fall counter. I'm gonna help. I've fallen in a. Who's that?
Yep. Help me now.
You know what we should do? We should prank call some scammers.
Unfortunately, if you try to call him back, it usually just says this number is not doing, or this number is not working.
Yeah, but they have lists of the numbers online where they actually will pick up.
Ah.
Like the little call centers or whatever. Because, like, yeah, there's a lot of them that are like those automated calls that just kind of sit there and do nothing and then they hang up automatically.
Yeah.
But the ones where, like, it's someone like, oh, I'm here calling for insurance or whatever. And
Okay, alright. You just dove headfirst into that, I guess.
What do you mean?
Thank you for calling customer support.
Well, that's 9 times out of 10. That's the voice that I get.
Yeah.
It's the people that call me. Who calls you?
What do you mean, the people? What do you mean?
The human beings on the other side of the phone that call me.
Okay, that's good. That's better. It's not as cancelable.
I'm gonna.
People call you?
Unfortunately. What's that movie where it's like, oh, I got a yawn now. Ooh!
I hope that moth
I
just
gotta-
flies into your movie.
I'll just turn the light off.
Oh yeah, turn that light off. Make
Yeah,
it
make it
door.
Yeah, the game wasn't dork enough.
I want it like under the bed dark in here.
No, don't cut that lamp off. We actually kind of need to. Alright. Reed will suffocate on the mic cord.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie
if you
though.
leave that.
With my sleep schedule the way it is, with the baby and all that, you turn that light off, I'm out.
He's out,
I'm gone, dude. Look, you turn that light off. I'll do like this, and I'll slowly lean back, and then it'll just be Randy for the rest of the episode. And all the other stuff we have to record tonight, that's Randy, dog. That's Randy, dog.
Okay.
That's why I have this. Oh,
find a way
do
to
you want to go ahead and open up our?
Oh yeah, our definitely our sponsored energy drinks.
Yeah, our
our Dubby energy drinks. Use our promo code down in the
You
description
mean like
below.
the unpaid intern version of the paid sponsor?
I don't have a mug, so I'm drinking mine straight
Oh,
out
I
of the
know.
can. I did have a mug.
You did. For all of you did.
Okay,
For like
to be fair,
4 minutes.
To be fair, whose fault is it? It's not mine. It's your stupid retarded cat.
Alright, you can't say that on the internet.
I
I
forgot.
gave you the card.
I forgot.
You gave him the
I
card.
forgot.
I gave him the R card.
I forgot I have the microphone attached to me.
You forgot we're not just sitting on a couch.
We're not
playing
just. It's not just locker room talk anymore. It's recorded. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
God.
It's restarted. You're restarted.
I'm still gonna blur it, but you do have the R card now.
I have the R card now.
You get one.
Nice.
You get one.
I get
Use-
one?
Use it wisely.
I just used it.
No,
No.
It's like a weekly recharge.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
you
Like
get
weekly
one a
discount.
week.
Dude, you know what it's like? It's like whenever you buy a mobile game, and it's like, these are your login bonuses, day 1, day 3, day 5, day 7.
But instead of an ultra rare card for a gacha machine, you get a
You get a pass to say.
you're gonna pass to say words.
You get a pass to say words you're not allowed to say.
Oh, if I
You know
go
what
all
you
the
should
way
do?
through the week, I get the
Oh,
N-word
God,
back.
don't.
What you need to do is go around to all of the people who can give you different cards to say different things, and then use them all at.
Oh, dude, let's go get Brandon.
I'm not even gonna. I feel like we have to blur all of that.
We'll record it and then release it, and that's just gonna be the day that you decide not to be on the event.
Yeah. I'm already barely on the internet as is. I don't even know how Discord works. Like, whatever you were explaining how things worked, and I was just like, I have no idea what's going on here, but I act like I do.
Oh, man.
For those of you who don't know, we have the Boss Pros Discord server.
Link in the description below.
Link in the description. I think it's been in every episode for like the past
For the past little bit, yeah.
like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Essentially. It's been a while for a while.
It's public on Discord, which means we have random people.
Such a stupid thing.
It's a post board.
I
of
know,
Discord.
but I don't.
Discord.
But I don't know how the internet works.
You were right. You don't know how the internet works.
And so like,
Yeah.
I get invited to this Discord server because I'm kind of like here, right, recording the videos.
You're technically like second in command.
How does that make you feel?
How does that make you feel? You don't even know what's going on with it. You're like the person that could literally go, delete it. You could literally tell Mud tomorrow, I'm not feeling it, delete it. And he would wipe it. Because
I can wipe the server?
you can get the server wiped. I should have said this.
The most people do with Discord is he uses it so he can play on PlayStation and talk to his Xbox friends at the same time.
No.
You're talking about me.
No. The most I will use it for is play on my Xbox, and that's so I can talk to my PlayStation friends.
That's it.
Because ever since I got the Series S, I've just been playing on the Series S. And the only time I ever even go over to my PS4 is if I ever decide one day, like, oh, I want to replay Ghost of Tsushima, or, you know what, I kind of want to replay God of War Ragnarok because, I didn't already 100% that game. I'm going to do it again, No, but, like, we have this Discord server, and Randy's trying to... I get a message one day, because Randy and them, they have, like, meetings all the time in the boardroom voice chat. I haven't been to a single one of them, mainly because every time they have them, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
And like, okay, so, like, you decided to have one while we were all at Nate's bachelor party.
Yeah.
And so I was just like...
And I told you, I was like, you're not expected to show up for this. I'm not worried
And so, but also for me, it's like, I guess maybe because it's a Discord server and I just equate it with just like a silly group chat or something we use to talk on video games. I don't
make money in Discord.
Well, here's the thing. I don't view it that way. I just view it as just a silly thing I can do with my friends. You're like, yeah, we're gonna have a mandatory meeting. I was like, okay. So that's the way that I
I
treat.
used to work for a food delivery company that used Discord literally as their dispatch.
Really? I always thought Discord was just like a silly little group chat thing you could do with your friends.
Well, that's what it started out as, but actual businesses, like not businesses that start on Discord, but actual businesses have started using Discord
As an outlet or something?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So whenever you start saying these things, I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I was just doing stuff, whatever. And so then I get a random message. It just says backslash bump. Is what it said,
Okay.
backslash bump. And
So because I'm right here in person, I will explain to you what that is.
No, I understand it now.
Okay.
No, I understood it when you said it. I just wanted to trigger.
hate you.
I understood it when you explained it. I just wanted to act stupid. So then I get the backslash bump message. So then I say, yo,
we bumping?
we bumping?
Oh, we bumping?
So then Randy explained it to me again, and I was like, yo, I don't know how this works, dogs. Leave me out of it. And then like 20 minutes later, somebody else sends the message, backslash bump. And so then I go, oh, we bumping? And then Randy goes, no, again, Reed. And he explains it again. And I said, no, I'm just not getting it. I don't understand. And then a couple hours later, someone sends it again, and I go, oh, ... we bumping? And then I didn't send it. I didn't send it for like 2 months. And then randomly yesterday, you sent the backslash bump, and I went, oh, we bumping. So stupid.
It is really dumb. I'm glad you're acknowledging that.
Well, like I said, I thought Discord was like a silly little group chat thing. It was like, oh, we're gonna send like borderline offensive memes to each other. The government can see it, and we'll go to jail.
Mud literally made it to where we have a marketplace on Discord right now.
A marketplace?
Yeah, if we wanted to, like, we could sell Discord themes. We could sell avatars. We could sell frames.
Yo,
we
can sell avatars? Can I buy Avatar Kyoshi?
It's not.
Isn't that technically slavery? Stop. We have Discord.
What is this bit? What is this bit you're doing?
I'm not doing a bit. I mean,
you are.
You're not, but I am. Can you swim that waterfall?
I'm trying to get up.
You know, if this is Breath of the Wild, you can swim the water.
It's broken.
No, but only if you're wearing the armor. You have to be wearing Mitha's armor.
Right.
Right. You probably know what I'm talking about. You ever played Breath of the Wild?
I've started it, but I've never finished it, no.
It's a fun game, you should play it.
I'm trying to, but we currently only have one copy, and Raven is playing it a metric ton. So I haven't been able to play it
I
at
thought you
all.
were going to throw another word between metric and ton.
Oh,
No.
give me this giant crystal.
Jesse,
No, come back.
we have to cook.
My rare carrier. I need to upgrade my weapons. Alright, so here's the deal, right? Here's the
So,
deal.
in what part of this game do you kill the Justice League? You remember when I said if I was the last girl on Earth, I wouldn't let you have sex with me? Well, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, for context,
For those of you that don't
I told Reed how the end of Evangelion movie ended.
Yeah, I've never ever seen an episode of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
It's a great anime, and like I said, for those of us that got what we needed out of the main anime, it was fine.
So you're telling me that people saw the original ending and were like, we don't want this, and then the creator was like, fine, you don't like it? Here, take this piece of garbage, and then made the movie?
Yeah.
And people were okay with the movie? Did people like the movie?
People who wanted to know more about the lore of the robots and what was going to happen
Liked
with the
the movie.
post, they loved the movie. But people that
But the rest of you who were okay with the ending, you were just like, this felt...
this felt unnecessary.
Yeah.
It was very unneeded. Kind of like how you say that they could have ended Naruto at the end of the Pain arc. It's not the fact that the rest of the show is unnecessary, but it's the fact that when the ending of when the actual end of the TV show of Evangelion, when the episodes ended,
It wraps up all the characters'
it
arcs?
was nice. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
And of course, it doesn't have somebody jacking off into an unconscious woman's hand.
yeah. That's
That-
like
can
my
I be honest with
biggest
you?
issue.
Out of all the wild things I've heard about Evangelion, that's got to be the wildest thing I've ever heard about Evangelion.
No one ever tells you about that. No one ever thinks about that.
Hey,
They're
yo,
just
you,
like,
you,
oh,
should totally,
yeah.
you should totally watch this show. You're
It's
gonna
about
love
robots.
You're gonna
and-
love the first 10 minutes of this movie.
Dude, it's so dumb.
I see. I thought you were talking about that one weird anime that I keep seeing on TikTok, where like they're fighting Jack the Ripper, but they're like jerking each other off or something.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. They're like.
What side of TikTok are you on?
I don't know, dude. It's like this weird like anime looking thing where they're whatever, and then he, and then he uses his sperm as a weapon, and they're trying to kill Jack the Ripper. I don't know, dude. My TikTok's weird, bro.
Dude, your TikTok is on something.
But the funny thing is, there's fog everywhere, and the fog just very conspicuously covers up everything. I'll have to show it to you.
Yeah, we'll show it between. We'll look
In
at
between
it
takes,
in
in between
between
takes.
episodes. Yeah, because that's
I saw
like
it.
garbage.
Okay,
That sounds like
you know whenever you
garbage.
watch something and you're like horrified by it, but you just can't stay.
can't look
I'm just like I'm like.
It's like whenever Gabe showed us the video of Ganon and Link squirting
Oh.
at each other.
Guess what? Did you expect a foe who could face you on any battlefield?
Where am I going?
Oh, you know when we watched that video where this guy was like, name that one video game sound that haunts you to this day. And what did you say yours was?
The Legend of Zelda low health.
So I'm gonna stay in the same vein. I'm gonna say in Breath of the Wild, whenever the Guardians see you.
Yeah,
You know what the
you
word?
get the Iron Man repulsive charge up. You're like,
So my two are actually a pair of Fallout sets. I'm not sure. I
Ooh.
can't really between. First is the sound of a fat man going off to my right.
Dude,
okay. Out of
Yeah.
context,
You know you're done.
Yeah, dude.
out of context,
Yeah.
I just heard Gabe say a sound that I don't like is a fat man going off.
No, so in Fallout.
I know what the
Okay,
fat man
alright,
is, but
okay.
I'm saying
People who
out
don't
of
know.
context.
For people who don't know,
that was so weird.
in Fallout, there's a weapon. It's called the Fat Man. It launches literal
It is a
nukes.
catapult.
It's a catapult, and it launches like it's a shoulder holstered nuclear launcher, and it makes a very distinct noise when it launches.
And the other is hearing
The
a
Death Claw, right?
No, actually hearing a super mutant suicide right
Oh my God, dude, get out
when
of
they
here!
first the moment they realize you're there and you didn't realize you were there.
Dude, look, I have been in playing New Vegas. There's like that one part of the map where you have to go through. You're on the mountain and you stumble into a super mutant camp.
That's right. Black Mountain.
Black Mountain or something like that. Blackthorn Mountain or something like that. And dude, I swear, like as soon
Tabitha's up there.
yeah, Tabitha's up there, and I remember the first time I went, I was like, oh, my sneak's really high, so I'm gonna whoop. And I was going through the camp, and all of a sudden it said detected, then it went away, and I was like, that's weird. And I just turned to my right, and he was standing right on top of me, and I was like, oh! You know that moment in Skyrim where you're like crouched, it's like must have been the wind. Like he was right there next to me. I was like, what is that beeping noise? It's getting closer. And then I was like, whoa, no.
Whoa.
Dude, those super mutants are like terrifying, especially the ones the mission where you go in and you have to fight the invisible ones.
Yes, the
Nightkin. The Nightkin. Yeah. Dude, look, I'll be honest with you. You want to know what I did? I purposefully triggered them mofos so I could target them with bats.
I'm trying to remember what that whole mission was. It? Oh, it was under the retcon missile silo.
Under the retcon missile silo, yeah. And you have and you find what's his face? The head. You find the super mutant with the head.
Yes.
With the it's like the Longhorn skull or something.
It's so hard to be able to convince him because first of all, you can't kill any of them.
No.
You virtually have to get through undetected.
Yeah, which is I've tried before. I literally metagamed New Vegas one time. I was like, I want to try to see if I can make a character that is specifically designed to make it through that area. Here's the problem. You would have to whore on sound cues to understand where they're at in the hallway, because even if even though they're invisible, they can still see you. Like, you can't see them, but they can see you. So you have to so essentially, you can really just run through that as fast as you want and set mines or whatever. I spent 2 hours doing that mission. I would stay in a room and I would wait. I would see the shimmer go by, and then I would hurry up and I would get out of there. And every time I turned the corner, there'd be one standing right there.
You know, at the very beginning, in the first town, my brain blew a gasket trying to remember the name.
I know what time you're the very first town.
Yeah.
The one where you can either decide to defend it or destroy it with the powder game.
Well, there's a kid, my uncle's kid.
Yeah.
I let him come up whenever he feels like it. That's the Xbox up here. And he realized that I own, Fallout games up there. He's like, oh, I'm gonna try out Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
And I walk in on him. He was just finishing up. I'm like, hey buddy, so how did you like it? And he says, oh, it was great. So first I killed this Ringo guy, and then I killed this Cobb guy. I was like,
he killed the town?
He killed Ringo. And then he apparently looked up YouTube. There's apparently an infinite, or a partial infinite money glitch in the general store.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm sitting there like, why'd you kill Ringo? And he's like, well, they asked me to. And I was like, you can...
you could not do it, right? Yeah. He didn't understand that.
He didn't...
He didn't grasp the idea that just because you got a quest that says to do something, you don't necessarily have to do it.
Yep. So he promptly then attempted to go through the Cazadors.
Okay.
And failed a couple of times before realizing he was supposed to go south.
Dude, yeah, you gotta be like level 20 to go through that area.
Good springs.
Huh?
Good springs.
Good springs. That's what it is. All right. So Randy, we've officially stalled enough for you to look up what you're trying to look up.
Thank you. I'm looking up a walkthrough because I want to figure out how to get up to the top of the thing because I don't remember what's up there.
Gabe and I were talking, and I noticed your character was. I was like, "What? What's he doing?" I look over, you're on your phone. I saw you type in Ratchet and Clank.
I love this game, and
yeah,
I have completed and 100% of this game before.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of I forget things easily, very easily, and I hate that about myself, but. I mean, that's neither here nor there.
So you have to go down to go up. Oh, those aren't bombs. Those are mines. This is different.
No tanks. I have mines.
No tanks. I have mines. Oh, here you go.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You found. Okay.
Get eaten by the bird. Get back. Get back.
Pidgeotto used pet. It was highly effective.
It's ineffective.
Pingus came back from the dead and you pet.
Don't.
Pingus isn't dead.
Pingus isn't
Pingus
dead.
is not dead.
Oh, look, Pingus
You
is still alive.
You shut your mouth.
Okay.
You whore.
Okay, I'm gonna call it now. If Pingus dies,
It's Gabe's. It's Gabe's fault.
If Pingus dies, we're done. That's it. That's the end of the Nuzlocke.
Well, no. If we white out, we're done.
So
No, I
what?
thought you lost your starter.
If we lose, if we just have to get another Pokemon.
We just have to get another Pokemon to take its place.
But if we white out, like if we lose all of our Pokemon in a battle, like
So-
if all of them pass out.
So I have a question. If we white out, do you think we could pull another? Do you think we could pull the Time Stone out of our back pocket again?
No.
No.
No. We used the Reality Stone once. I'm not gonna sit here and use the Time Stone.
It was funny the one time. But
Yeah, the one time it was like I can easily get away with this because I asked Reed 5 times with evidence to look up a walkthrough to see what the level of this Pokemon was, and we walked in severely underleveled because someone did not look up the walkthrough.
No, I did look up the walkthrough, but I told you that we were set because Pingus is a water type. But I forgot about the Cranidos. Because I forget because it's such a weird Pokemon for them to have. Because it's technically a ground type. It's not a water type.
And then you went and got your butt kicked by Kadabra and a Gyarados.
Alright, well,
Well, that Gyarados can suck my nards. Okay.
You know, it'd be really cool if we had a Gyarados.
Yeah.
it's in the daycare
It's
right
in the
now.
daycare right now.
Hey, you know what? That's my backup for if we lose Pingus.
It's the Gyarados.
The Gyarados.
Well, to be fair, if we lose Pingus, we can just put him in a party, and then he'll gain XP no matter what. I like that we're game planning for Pokemon
While playing Ratchet.
while playing Ratchet. Yeah. Ooh, the golden nut. Money shot. Money shot. Money shot. It's like the first episode of
Oh,
My Hero Academia.
So those bolts, what they do,
You
they
mean-
change
you mean
the
the nuts?
appearance of the screen filter.
Yeah.
I can make it Breaking Bad. I can make the bolts that we pick up. I can make it different types of things.
Okay.
Adorable trousers.
Tauruses.
Whatever.
You can't read.
I can't. This is the Victor Von Ion. That's the dude that Sylvester plays.
Oh, the 3-2-1 Penguins?
No, that's the dude that Sylvester Stallone played. Everything.
It's not breaking.
How
Bad.
is it every
The
time?
sepia tone. That's the meme is that everything in the sepia tone is Breaking Bad.
No. Breaking Bad just accentuated certain colors. It accentuated the greens. It accentuated the yellows.
I'm aware.
That's not
Lost
sepia.
process. Ah, there it is.
This looks more like a Breaking Bad filter.
So like I changed his helmet, and then if I go map, if I go to extras again, I go.
Speaking of which, I've already seen that show 3 times. Once with my roommate Griff back in college, once by myself again, and then the 3rd time with my wife. Right, and now
What did she think?
she loved it. So my wife, whenever she watched it, whenever she was still going through her master's program, and one of the things she had to do, she was still in her doctorate program. One of the things she had to do was, was it her master's or doctorate? I can't remember. Anyways, she had to write a paper on a character, a fictional character from a book, movie, TV show, whatever, and assess them as she would a client. At the time, we were watching My Hero Academia. She picked Todoroki. Because that's her favorite character. Like, I know he's I know he's not the main character, but he's like, whenever they talk about the main characters of the show, they usually include him.
Yeah.
It's like him, Bakugo, and Midoriya.
Yeah.
Well, we're watching Breaking Bad like 2 years after she writes that paper, and she goes, if we would have been watching this whenever I was writing that paper, I probably would have wrote it on Jesse Pinkman. And I was just like, not on Walt? She goes, she's like, and she explained to me that the paper was that if someone came to you as a client, how would you assess them? She thinks that Walt would have been too narcissistic to even
To
go.
actually go.
And
yeah.
here's the thing. I was like, okay, but what if he gets arrested and they tell him to go? She goes, I don't think he would go, and I think he would just take his jail time. And I was like, yo, that's hardcore. She said the same thing about Light. Because we were watching Death Note, and I was like, oh, do you think you could have written it on Light? She goes, no, because I think Light would have never gone. He's too narcissistic. Because we watched, I got her to watch Death Note with me, and she enjoyed everything about that show. But she, kind of like me, felt like the ending falls a little flat because he spends the entire show proving that he's like the best at coming up with plans and counter plans and contingencies and counter contingencies, and then he just gets beat so easily at the end. And so she was like, I don't know. She feels like the ending, how he gets caught is a little underwhelming, but she liked the ending. She's kind of like me. Like, you know, I was just like, I feel like they could have done it a little bit better, but I still love the ending. Because, you know, I don't know if we told you, but Nate and I wrote like our own little fan ending for Death Note. And in our fan ending, he accomplishes his goal. He like becomes the CEO of some company. He's been Kira for like 10, 15 years, and he just gets bored. And so, you want to know what he does? He just takes pages of the Death Note and starts releasing them to the people. He just starts, like, he gets in his helicopter and just starts tearing pages out of the Death Note. And just let people write names and causing chaos. And then what happens is I can't remember what we, in our ending, he kills Nier, but he doesn't kill Mello. Like, he just assumes Mello is dead. And so then we have Mello catch up to him or whatever. And instead of, like, writing his name in the Death Note, he gets shot and falls out of the 150th story of his skyscraper building or something. Yeah, no, Nate and I came up with a super...
Actually, bringing up the question, I didn't realize that the Death Note, pages of the Death Note could be used outside the book.
No, dude, the whole show is about him doing that. Like, he finds the Death Note, he's like, okay, you don't realize it, but, like, in between episode 1 and episode 2, there's, like, a week where he just writes names. He writes, like, 150 names a day for, like, a week, and you don't find out until, like, episode 2 or 3, right? And so, like, he takes, like, scraps of a page and puts them in his pocket, just so he can write names whenever, like, while he's at school, because they start suspecting, oh, it might be a student, because people are only dying when school's let out, because that's the logical conclusion you jump to, right? And so he goes, no, I'm going to start writing names while I'm at school. And they're like, oh, people started dying in the middle of school day. It can't be a student, you know, like, whatever. Like, the whole show is him figuring out how to...
so dumb.
What is?
I said them. I was saying that because they're dumb.
Dude, I gotta tell you, like, they make all the adults look so dumb in that show. The only ones that aren't dumb are freaking Light's dad is one of, like, the few adults that's not completely, like, inept in that show. And then what's his name? The one that has the family and, like, ends up quitting later on, but then comes back. He has the same name as the teacher from My Hero.
You know, that reminds me of I saw, like, an analysis of it, because a lot of people rag on
we're going back to
the Iron Orphans.
Oh, Nier and Mello, yeah, they're just L clones, something like that.
Well, I heard a really good take on it, which was basically that.
Well, no, I don't believe that. I just know people say that about their characters.
No, I love the show.
Can I be honest with you? I feel like Nier is more of a L clone than Mello is. I feel like Mello is more interesting.
She is.
Because Mello. Wait.
Yeah. It's Brain Gober.
No, but, like, for me, like, Mello is more interesting of a character, in my opinion. Because, like, where L was sort of like, I'm going to do this and see how this plays out, and then I'll make my move. Mello's like, nah, I'm making my move now. He's thinking 2 steps ahead, but he's like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Like, he's like one of those chess players that purposefully springs a trap, and then you don't realize you're springing his trap by springing your trap.
Well, the analysis I heard, because a lot of people's big quip with Iron Orphans is that all the characters are super, like, all this has been avoided by making mildly intelligent decisions.
Yeah.
And somebody brought up the point, no, the whole point is that they're kids and they have no clue what they're doing. The whole point is that they're idiots. They don't know what they're doing and they keep just charging along.
Yeah.
Because it's just the thing in front of them.
Yeah. I gotta tell you though, because I read it in 8th grade before I watched it.
Where's that here?
Yeah, I came back
to do
here.
something.
One of the Rhino cards is here. We missed it.
Also, what's the...
Oh, we're at 30
I remember I read the manga in 8th grade. I gotta tell you, when I first read that bit where, like, he goes and takes the test, and then they're at the ceremony, and it's like, wow, I heard this guy and some other person tied, and he turns to me and goes, I just want to tell you, I'm L. And that moment where, like, in the show it pauses, but in the manga it just like there's that panel where he just turns this entire page, where he just like it's like it'll like when I say a page, it's like one page was light, the other page was L, and they're like they're the split down the middle is the crease in the book, and I was like, yo, this is baller, like the balls on this kid to just show up. Yeah, I suspect that this guy might be able to kill people by just thinking about it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go say how you doing. I'm gonna go shake this man's hand.
I want to shake his hand.
This seems like a guy I can trust.
I want to shake his hand.
Are you looking it up or?
Yeah, I'm.
No, he was looking it up. All I'm trying to do right now, you're about to.
I got this baby.
Why does it feel like your jetpack is getting lower faster? Or has it always been getting that low?
It's always been getting low.
Really? I felt like it was not depleting that fast.
No, it's always been good. And the right side was probably on to his right. To his right. I went to the right of the brain scientist, not to his right. As he stands and faces this way. He's like, his right is this way.
What? Wait, which way is he facing?
So the brain scientist isn't here, but he was standing like right here. He faces this way.
Okay, so
his right is this way.
so you need to go to his right, so not to the right of him, but his right.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what I misread. It's like because it says follow the islands to his right and up into the air.
That's where you got confused.
Yeah. So the tallest.
I'm not confused no more. The tallest what?
Tallest island with a middle structure. So.
Wait, to your left? Behind you?
What are you looking for?
On it, 2 sand shark spawners and a refueling station. Okay.
Wow, the Swedish chef's here, guys.
Oh wow, look at that celebrity appearance.
Okay. You have to go where the baddies are? Hey, yo, where the baddies at?
Haha. In the lava.
Zep or
Me.
Yes.
He's talking about me.
Okay. Alright, so I'm not seeing the chance of the sand shark spawners. I think that's got the sand shark spawners on it.
You have to go up there?
So maybe it's up here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The metal structure on it, 2 sand shark spawners, and a refueling station. Okay, does this area have a refueling station? Oh,
I just realized you're wearing a T-Rex head.
yeah. Pretty sick. It's pretty nice. I like it a lot. That was lava. I just burnt my butt.
Wait, if you're a T-Rex, does that make you like a Power Ranger?
Megazord, go! You're cutting it real close there, Chief.
Okay.
So what are these? Those are sand sharks?
Whoa. This has got a thing.
Man, this new DLC of Warhammer Vermintide is crazy.
Yeah. Man, this new Elden Ring DLC is whack, dude.
Where's Freddy Fazbear again? Isn't this new?
I hate that. I hate.
Our only.
Seems fun. Tallest island. Metal structure.
Mm-hmm.
What's the pay like? Not great. But the hours are worse.
Other side of the metal structure would be platform with a front. Okay.
Is there anything good that comes from
See,
the dog?
see,
Yeah.
for me, the most entertaining part about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie was the song that they played whenever the animatronics appeared. The song's catchy.
I need to go and watch it. Is it on Amazon?
It's on Peacock. It's on Peacock. No, go watch it. Form your own opinion. Don't just listen to me.
Yeah, no, I definitely will. I've been meaning to. It's just
I've been hearing a couple of things about Madam Web that are interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are even some people. I follow a plethora of people on TikTok, and they all have a plethora of different opinions. Like I don't just follow people that share the same opinions. And there are some people that I follow that I'm like, these feel like the kind of people that would like the movie just because, it's because of certain reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Even they were like, this has got to be the worst movie I've ever seen ever.
That's some proof right there.
Apparently, there's an interaction. There's an interaction in the movie in the very beginning where like she's looking for this genetically enhanced spider, and she explains like, this spider, if it bites you, it could alter your DNA, it could give you supercharged genes. And then the person with her goes, you mean like those spider people? And she goes, don't be silly. Like, you just said it can supercharge your genes and give you abilities. And then he says, oh, you mean like this thing that totally relates to what you say? And you shoot back with, nah, don't be stupid.
No, it's gonna supercharge your genes.
No, yeah,
It'll never
it's gonna
fade.
make your,
The
it's
blue
gonna
will
make
never
your
go
genom
away.
better. Yeah.
You never shrink in the shower.
Yeah.
Or in the
And also,
Shower.
and also the vibe I got is her character is a first responder, but she consistently shows throughout the movie that she hates people. Like, why are you a first responder if you're so like venomous towards people? And then also,
You get beat with a peg. If you-
she steals a car. She steals a car to get to a place, and then when she gets there, she steals another car after taking her already stolen car to this. So in a span of like 2 scenes, she steals 2 cars. It's just like small decisions.
You know what that tells me?
What?
She's not a first responder. That
She's just part of the fire department to
And then-
get the money laundering.
And then she drowns. She drowns as many times as she steals cars in this movie. She drowns twice.
what was the point?
Dude, look, I've never seen a movie dance around the name Peter Parker so many times in my life.
Wow.
Cause like you meet all these people. Like you meet Uncle Ben, you meet these people, you meet Peter's parents. They're like, yeah, we're pregnant, we're having a kid, it's a boy. What are you gonna name it? I don't know. Probably Richard Jr. I don't know. They're like,
Probably.
and it's like, we don't want to name Richard Jr. And then the baby's born. They're like, oh, it's such a cute baby. All right, anyways, next scene. They don't even like Peter Parker born, but not named.
Alright, I think I have found the appropriate hour.
Did you find it?
Yes.
Finally?
Yes.
Tired of stalling, Randall.
What was that? No,
I'm still actively doing stuff. My bad.
YouTube shorts. It's like a guy walks up, kid walks up to his dad and says, Dad, you won't hear this. My friend at school says his daddy named him Michael Jordan because he could jump so high. The dad looks.
I
at
know
him and says,
exactly what person you're talking about.
So, what was he called until he was old enough to jump? He lied.
What they do, just call him boy until he was old enough to jump.
Have you heard the joke that goes,
He lied.
so a father is sitting in his recliner reading the Sunday newspaper,
Yep.
and his oldest daughter comes up to him and goes, Dad, why am I named Rose? Well, sweetie, whenever you were born, a rose fell on your head, so your mother and I thought it appropriate to name you after the rose.
I didn't even think of
And then she's like, "Oh, thanks, Dad," and walks away. And then the second born daughter comes up and goes, "Dad, why'd you name me Petunia?" Well, sweetheart, once you were born, we were in the hospital room and a window was open and Petunia flew into the room and landed on your head. And your mother and I thought it appropriate to name you after the flower that landed on your head. He goes, "Thanks, Dad," and he leaves. And then the third born, the son comes into the room. He goes, and he goes, "Shut up, cinder block."
Let's pick a new planet.
Oh, did I tell you the duck the duck joke?
The duck joke?
So 3 guys make
The deplanetizer?
Yeah, okay, so this isn't the
That-
end of the game.
That's the most like villainy name you can come up with.
So basically, the whole plan of the Blards up until this point has been to take aspects of every other world and make a perfect world for them to live on.
Okay. And they called it the
The
deplanetizer.
deplanetizer. Because it destroys planets once it takes that little
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is not the end of the game, as I wrongly stated in a previous episode that this was the end of the game. This
Okay.
is not. There are more planets that I need to unlock.
Jeez Louise.
To get. We do come back to the deplanetizer though.
Really?
Yes.
So like here I was thinking we were like almost done with this game, but you were like tickling my tank with that one.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I thought we were done.
Oh, the joke.
Yeah.
So, 3 guys make it to heaven, right?
Okay.
And they walk up to the pearly gates, and Peter's like, "Congrats, you guys are making it into heaven." He says, "But I got a warning for you. Whatever you do, don't step on a duck." They go, "What? What does that even mean?" And he goes, "Just trust me. Don't step on a duck." So they make it through the gate, and sure enough, heaven is chock full of ducks. You can hardly step anywhere without there being a duck.
Okay.
So, the first guy goes about a week and a half before suddenly he accidentally steps on a duck. And Peter walks up with the ugliest woman he's ever seen. And Peter says, "You two shall be bonded for all of eternity." And walks away. And the other two are a little frightened at it. So, the second guy manages to go 5 months without stepping on a duck. But
Okay.
eventually, sure enough, he steps on a
Steps
duck.
on a duck.
Peter comes up with an even uglier.
Hey.
He walks up, puts them next to each other, and says, "You two are bonded for all of eternity." And walks away. Well, the third guy, he doesn't want this.
Yeah.
So for 5 years, he goes without stepping on a duck.
Okay.
And one day, Peter just walks up to him with the most gorgeous woman you've ever seen. Porcelain skin, not a blemish, blonde, with
Yeah.
blonde hair.
Yeah. Everything that's conventionally beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
He walks up and says, "You two shall forever be bonded in eternity."
Okay.
And he looks up at her and says, "Ma'am, I don't know what I've done to deserve this. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever met."
Okay.
She goes, "Well, I don't know about you, but I stepped on a duck."
Oh. Okay. All right. That's good. I like it. I like it. That's. I didn't know where that joke was going. It did not go where I thought it was going.
It went well. Well,
I thought you were about to like tell me a joke that is like the most convoluted game of duck goose I've ever seen.
No.
You know what that reminds me of? Reminds me of the Guardians of the Galaxy whenever all the ships
The
like
Nova Shield.
yeah, the Nova course.
Yep.
I actually looked up that movie you mentioned. What was it? The Last Starship.
Yeah, you looked it up?
I actually looked it up.
Did you watch it?
I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm planning.
Look, the movie kind of sucks, but it also kind of slaps at the same time. It's like, in my opinion, it's like Tron, but with better special effects.
Yeah, you mentioned that it was a little bit like Tron when you were explaining it. I put pictures showing the ship and whatnot, so I didn't need to look it up.
Oh, okay. So you threw it up here whenever I was talking about it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
showed the ship itself. Showed it in its full folded out.
Yeah, that thing is wicked looking.
Isn't it though? And what? That movie came out in the late 80s.
Yeah, late 80s.
God, that's
Mid to late 80s.
It looks really good for being
It,
late 80s.
to be fair, it aged really well. Like, obviously, like, you can tell, you're like, yeah, it was definitely made in the 80s. But it's like, it looks pretty good. Is that Sylvester Stallone's character?
It's like when
yes,
you look at it, you
they're
acknowledge, yeah, it's from the 80s.
Yeah.
And we are trying to shoot down the ship.
Shoot it down! Dude. The one thing I don't like about these IBCs is they give me, like, the rolling burps.
The rolling.
They roll.
1984. Wow, this thing has a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's actually not that bad. 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. The budget was 15 million. It actually made 29 million.
That's not bad at all.
I'm trying to see if I know anybody in this movie. I don't think I know anybody in this movie. Will Wheaton's in it. Will Wheaton's in it. That's awesome. Will Wheaton. Yeah, I don't know anybody. Wow, this movie is like just a bunch of people I don't know and Will Wheaton, who has the worst dice curse I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that reminds me. It's a sore spot for me and my grandfather because we're really big Stargate fans.
I love Stargate.
Have you watched Universe?
I've only seen SG-1.
Well, I do recommend you check out Atlantis. At least.
I've watched SG-1, and then I was like, man, this is so good. And then like the next show that came out was Atlantis, and I'll be honest with you, I was like, I don't know any of these characters. I'm out of here. I was like, I don't know. Where's Teal? I just want Teal. Give me Teal.
Yeah, he doesn't really show up.
Give me Daniel. I think Daniel shows up.
Well, if you want to, and this ends up being completely separate from the
Oh, no.
cast, but definitely check out Universe because the whole idea of it is
Stargate
basically,
Universe.
They basically go to this molten planet that uses thermal energy to power this. Just the Stargate, like the whole planet.
The whole planet is a Stargate.
No, the
Oh, it
Stargate
powers.
is on it.
Okay.
So they're using the thermal energy from the planet to power the Stargate. And they're trying to figure out because they have the symbols that they're supposed to use to get the. Oh. They have the symbols they use to
Prepare to
launch
be
warheads.
boarded.
And they're trying to get, I think it's like the 8th, this last.
The last
symbol.
room. Yeah.
And they're realizing that they don't have enough power to actually lock it in. Or the right, coordinates. Basically this overweight kid or whatnot playing the end of an MMORPG does the challenge at the end of this dungeon that nobody has been able to solve.
Okay.
Solves it. Well, Stargate Command comes, picks this kid up.
Jeez. Here, come here, kid. You want to work for the federal government?
Pretty much. And they fly him out to the planet. They fly him out to the planet, and he solves it. And they, during an attack by somebody, they have to go through the gate because he solves it. And they go through the gate. Turns out it's on this ancient ship that drops
Yeah.
Stargates on planets. It's the ship that's dropping them off. It's
Oh.
an automated ship.
Wait, so is Stargate Universe a prequel to SG-1?
No, this is after.
After? Okay.
They accidentally, and they can't get back because there's no way to make enough energy on this ship to go
Yeah.
back.
Bro, you know what this reminds me of? In Ocarina of Time, when you're having to run away from Ganon. You're a booty hole's mine now, boy. Woo! Bro, this cat is. Come here. Get over here. Get over.
Come here. It's been hard for 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
I need to leave.
I'm going to the doctor.
I've been locked up for 8 months. I had nothing but soap to keep me company.
And the man who showed up suddenly when I dropped it.
So funny enough, Gabe, talking about Stargate. So my mom was like, I got to like 11 or 12 years old. She was like, oh, you know what? I feel comfortable showing him SG-1 now. So she was like, I'm gonna show you Stargate SG-1. But she forgot that the first few episodes were made by HBO,
Yes.
and we're watching on Netflix. And so we're watching Stargate. It's like the first episode, and they're dealing with the race that Teal'c is.
Yeah.
The Egyptian gods that are actually
Remember.
that are aliens, like they're like the
Yeah, I
parasite.
remember. because
parasitic
what's her
aliens.
name gets captured.
Yep.
And
So-
everyone gets-
So there's a character on there who's like bathing, and she's one of the goddesses or whatever, one of the leaders, and she's just naked, like just boobs, just full frontal nudity. And my mom goes, oh wait, oh, she like whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, I was like, I feel like you would remember that. She goes, actually, now that I think about it, I forgot that technically HBO picked it up, and then they dropped it, and then that's whenever I think Sci-Fi picked it up or something. And so my mom went through and watched every episode of season 1, and knew exactly where to go and what episodes to watch and when to fast forward, so that I could watch the first few episodes so I could know the characters.
See, for me, my grandfather had this big, the DVD binders.
Yeah.
He had a whole DVD binder, and every disc was 2 episodes of
Yeah.
SG-1. So we had a whole binder. And my summers were filled every night of going through a page of discs.
Yeah, because so you can watch like 10 episodes in one night. Yeah.
And
That's how we watched Doctor Who, because that's back whenever all the Doctor Who episodes were on Netflix.
mhm.
And so we that's how I watched Doctor Who.
Do you remember when Netflix was sent to you on a disc?
I do. Those were the good times.
Yeah.
That's back whenever like you could get a movie a month, essentially. Like they had a deal where they would send you a movie a month. That's how I got to watch.
I do remember that.
That's how I got to watch Inglorious Bastards.
Because I
Was-
remember because
they were-
otherwise you paid a bit of money and then you would send it back and then order the new one.
Yeah. And so like I think what it was is like I was a kid, but from what my mom told me was like you had like a catalog to choose from or something like that.
Yeah.
And they had like you could pay extra for these special movies, these specialty movies, but the free ones were like these ones. And like the deal they had was like my mom was like, I don't know if we should watch it. It's called Inglorious Bastards. But then she she ordered it, right? Because my parents were kind of more like, we'll watch it first, and if we think it's okay, we'll let you watch it. Which, you know, growing up in a sheltered household, you just kind of got used to it. And so the fact that my parents watched it, and I was like 13 or 14, and they were like, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll let them watch it. I don't remember a lick about that movie. I haven't seen it since
It's a
then.
great movie.
But I do remember thinking it was a good movie. But I remember those days. That's how I watched Hotel Rwanda.
Really?
Because I was hanging out at a friend's house. They used to live out in Montgomery, Louisiana.
By the way, we're at an hour.
Right now.
Okay, we'll finish this puzzle and then we'll...
They used to live out in Montgomery, Louisiana, and they had the same Netflix thing, and they're like, oh, did our Netflix come in? They were like, yeah, and they pulled it out, and he was like, oh, Hotel, because they did the thing where like they just send you, they got sent a random movie. They got sent a random movie. That's how, and like they sent back Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and they got back Hotel Rwanda with Don Cheadle in it. You know, the one that's like the
Yeah.
It's based off a true story. And I remember I fell asleep halfway through that movie because they were like, yeah, we're gonna watch it at 3:00 in the morning.
Do you ever watch a movie as a kid and then watch it again, like now that you're an adult and realize it's even better now that you're an adult?
Yeah, like,
One of those movies, what to me was The Book of Eli. If you've never watched it.
dude, okay, so like I don't know, because the Book of Eli is just like, it's got so many great action set pieces, but like, I don't know, it's so like, okay, the action is good in that movie, but some of the dialogue is just it gets me a little bit, but the movie itself is great. You know, for me though, a movie that I watched when I was a kid, and I don't think I appreciated how good it was until I was an adult, was Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes.
I like when you're watching as a kid, you're like, well, this is scary. Like, oh my gosh, like he's gonna kill a baby. Like they're gonna burn this woman at the stake. Like, goodness gracious, this is just scary. And you watch it as a kid, and you're like, wow,
He's a bad guy.
this is awesome, you know. And then vice versa. There are movies that you thought were awesome when you were a kid. And you watch them as an adult, and you're like, I remember this movie being a little bit better.
Games too. You know a game I downloaded out of nostalgia.
You realize it was bad.
Splinter Cell Conviction. And as a kid, I remember I have such fond memories of that game.
Well, so with games like that, you want to know how I see it? The games themselves aren't bad, but when you play it when you're a kid and it's fresh, you're like, this is the greatest game ever made. And then more games come out and everything's updated. It's not that the game's bad. You're so used to a certain level of excellence.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you know, it's okay, listen. We all know that Ocarina of Time is a terrific Zelda game.
Yes.
Right? It has not aged well.
No.
It doesn't control very well. It's one of those ones that it's kind of like, when I say it hasn't aged well, I'm talking about like it doesn't control well. Like, that's really it. Like, it's hard to play nowadays.
Yeah,
Story's still great. You know, I the puzzles still as an adult boggle me. You realize how stupid I felt when I realized that as a kid I could understand how to do this. And I could understand how to get through the water temple without losing a heart. And then as an adult, I'm like, I have to Google how to do this because I feel so dumb right now.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. I think for me, like when I was mentioning Splinter Cell Conviction, what the two things that really got me were, yeah, the gunplay was a little outdated, but you know, I was expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's a game from like the early 2000s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's old now. I think it came out in like 06 or 09 or something like that.
That's not too bad. That's not too far away, but that's still a long ways away.
But especially for a stealth-based game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was very awkward.
Well, no, you know, to put it in perspective, I didn't realize this. You know when the first Assassin's Creed game came out? 06. You talk about a game that has not aged well. Look, I love the first Assassin's Creed game. You want to know why? Because it opened up the way for us to have more.
Oh yeah.
Specifically for us to have 2.
But you wouldn't play it again.
But I wouldn't play it again. No way, Jose. When it first came out, I played it, loved it, and then a few years later, I was like, you know what I want to do? Because they were all on sale. Like they had the original, because you could buy the Ezio trilogy, right? And then as part of the bundle deal, you could get one. So you could get the because the Ezio trilogy connected back to Altair with Assassin's Creed Revelations. So it was called like the Ezio Altair connection bundle or something like that. Is like back like years ago on PlayStation. And I bought it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna replay 1 because I remember most of it. And I was like, dear God. I was like, goodness gracious. How I ever beat this game is insane.
Did I ever tell you about the time? Because I did end up trying it later, and I made it a little further. But the first time I had decided to buy Andromeda.
Mass Effect Andromeda, yeah.
Now, I do understand it is not nearly as bad as everybody.
Well, you gotta understand, I think a lot of people hated it because when it was released, it was a mess.
It was
a mess. It would look like literally character models would not load in, so you would just be a pair of floating eyes and mouth.
7 months later, I found it for $5 in a GameStop.
Yeah. No. I'll be honest with you. I've played that game all the way through twice. That game's overhated, but I understand why it got hated. Because I didn't play it until way after, like you did. When I say way out, I didn't wait 7 months. I didn't play that game for 2 years after it came out. Because I remember when it was coming out, I was like, yeah, another Mass Effect game. But then I heard that Shepard's not in it at all. Like, I heard all these things. I was like, oh, I only really want...
If it had been its own game, separate from Mass Effect, I almost could have been okay with it.
What, you think it was just called, like, Andromeda or something like that? Like the
they
Pathfinder
had said
initiative? Yeah.
If they had just kind of... honestly, now that I'm looking at it, it almost feels like the Outlander. It's very similar to the Outlanders game. Or not Outlanders, Outriders.
Okay.
It felt very similar because the whole deal is they made it to another and the forces are coming down to try it. I'm not sure.
I've never played Outriders, so I wouldn't.
That's definitely a good play, and I would recommend that. But I think what honestly got me was 2 things. It was certain story elements.
Yeah.
They made too many of the characters were very not believable.
Yeah. So my only issue with Andromeda is I feel like the all of your crewmates are way less interesting than the ones from the original trilogy. Far less interesting. And in my opinion, like, I love Shepard, but the crewmates, like Garrus, Liara, I mean, heck, Edie, Joker, freaking,
Not just that, we had 3 games to get to know them too.
Yeah, and so like Mass Effect Andromeda is one of those games where they threw everybody at you at one time, and you were just expecting now here's the thing, it fits the current game style where it's like here's all your companions. It didn't like the first Mass Effect. It was like here's Ashley, here's Kaidan. Get used to them. They're like, oh, here's Garrus. Now you can get used to Garrus. Oh, okay. Now you've met.
Not all of them even really liked you to begin with.
Exactly. Like freaking
They were half of them were just using you.
Yeah, freaking what's his name? From the first game. God, I can't remember his name. The Krogan. God, I can't remember.
Yeah,
Rex. The only reason he teams up with you. The only reason Rex teams up with you is because you're going after that gangster. And the only reason Garrus teams up with you is because he doesn't like Saren. Like, Garrus is like, you're going after Saren? Okay, I'm going after Saren too.
Even once he becomes your teammate, if you want to actually, succeed with them, you have to
get him to like
what
you.
To do. it's hard work getting them to like you.
Dude, Mass Effect 2 punished you. In Mass Effect
Yeah.
1, if you didn't care to get to know these people, Mass Effect 2 was like, Mass Effect 1 was like, you know what? We really enjoy these characters. We're going to add in some new characters. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to punish people. like, oh my gosh. I'll be honest with you. I've tried to do that suicide mission at the end of 2 with having no loyal people. I can't do it.
You can't.
I can't do it. I'm too attached. Randy, are you okay? Randy has not said
My
a word
eyeballs.
this
My
entire
eyeballs,
episode.
He said a little bit towards the beginning, but it's mostly just been you and me, I think.
Randy has been like laser focused on. How do you feel now, buddy?
Feel good. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've been laser focused this entire time.
I have been, and y'all have been kind of doing conversations that I just didn't have anything to input on. I mean, y'all were talking about a game that I haven't played, so
Well, you know what we can do? We can change that.
In the next step.
Next time.
not next time, because next episode is a Wednesday episode, and that's gonna be Raven and I with Epic Mickey 2, and then the episode after that is gonna be more Pokemon if we even stay alive that long.
Oh God, I let that breath out and I held it in.
You feel better?
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
So guys, don't forget to hit the like
Subscribe.
button, subscribe.
Go check out the Discord.
Notifications. Check out the Discord. Check out
Go-
Gubby.
go-
We
go-
got a link down there.
Go watch me only send like one message every 2 weeks in the Discord.
And half of it will be nuh-uh, or hey, we bump it.
Hey, we bump it.
Remember, guys.
Or whenever that one person was like, "How old is everybody?" and I'm the only person that was
24.
I'm 28 years old.
But guys, alongside that, remember that just recommend a friend. Send a link. Send our link to somebody.
Also, if your favorite Mass Effect companion is Garrus, send me your number. I'm coming over.
I'm coming for your booty.
I'm coming for the booty.
And if your favorite is Tally for immoral reasons,
You have killed Reed.
you're coming to you.
I hope you can hear that on the microphone. Oh God, I almost choked on my drink
Gabe, base boost that and in the episode.
for immoral reasons.